Ever wondered what happens to your body during a 72-hour fast? Let's dive into the fascinating world of fasting and uncover the science that drives this process. When we eat, our bodies convert food into glucose, which is used as a primary source of energy. This glucose fuels our cells, our muscles, our brains, pretty much everything we do. But what happens when we stop eating for an extended period, like during a 72-hour fast? The body needs to find an alternative fuel source, and that's where stored fat comes in. As we fast, our glucose reserves start to deplete. After about 12 hours of fasting, most of the glucose in our body is used up. Our body then looks for another source of energy, and it turns to stored fat. The liver begins to convert this fat into molecules called ketones, which can be used as a source of energy. This state is known as ketosis. However, the transition from burning glucose to burning fat isn't immediate. It's a gradual process that takes place over several hours. During this transition, you may feel a little sluggish or tired. That's your body adjusting to this new energy source. But don't worry, it's a perfectly normal part of the fasting process. Now let's talk about insulin. When we eat, our bodies release insulin to help process the glucose in our blood. Insulin is like a key that unlocks our cells to let in the glucose. But when we fast, insulin levels drop. This signals the body to start burning stored fat instead of glucose. Lower insulin levels also help to initiate the process of ketosis. So fasting is not about starving. It's about switching our energy source from glucose to stored fat. It's a natural process that our bodies are perfectly equipped to handle. And it's one of the reasons why fasting can be a powerful tool for weight loss and health improvement. So in a nutshell, fasting is a natural process that our bodies are perfectly equipped to handle. But what exactly happens to your body during this 72-hour fast? The moment you stop eating, your body starts a chain reaction of changes to ensure that it can survive and function without its usual fuel. Within the first 8 hours, your body burns through the glucose stored in your liver as a quick source of energy. When these stores run out, your body switches gears and begins to convert fat into energy in a process known as ketosis. This is where the magic really begins. As your body enters ketosis, it also starts to lower insulin levels. Insulin is a hormone that allows your cells to take in glucose for energy. When you're not eating, there's less need for insulin, so the levels drop. This signals to your body that it's time to start burning stored fat for energy. Simultaneously, the levels of growth hormone in your body begin to rise. This hormone is essential for growth, metabolism, and muscle strength. Its increase during a fast assists in maintaining muscle tissue and bone mass. But the changes don't stop there. Your body also initiates a process known as autophagy, a cellular cleanup crew, if you will. Autophagy breaks down and recycles dysfunctional proteins and cellular components. This process plays a crucial role in preventing diseases such as cancer, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. Now, what about the mental effects? Many who fast report a sense of mental clarity and increased energy. This could be due to a variety of factors, including the fact that your brain can run on ketones, the byproduct of fat breakdown. Some researchers suggest that ketones are a more efficient fuel for the brain, leading to improved focus and concentration. Remember, though, everyone's body is different, and these effects can vary from person to person. Some might feel energetic and alert, while others might feel a bit foggy or sluggish. It's important to listen to what your body is telling you and adjust your fasting regimen accordingly. As you can see, fasting is about much more than just weight loss. But with all these benefits, why do some people find fasting challenging? Hunger pangs, those gnawing sensations in your stomach that seem to scream, "Feed me." But here's a little secret. Often these pangs are more about habit than actual hunger. Yes, you heard that right. Our bodies are creatures of habit, and they're used to being fed at certain times. So when you skip a meal, your body may send out a hunger signal, not because you need food, but because it's expecting food. So how do we deal with these habit-induced hunger pangs during a fasting period? Well, there's a few strategies you can employ. First, drink water or herbal tea. Not only does this help to keep you hydrated, but it also gives your stomach something to do. A warm cup of herbal tea can be particularly soothing and can help to suppress those hunger signals. Second, keep yourself busy. If you're engaged in an activity, you're less likely to be focused on your hunger. Read a book, go for a walk, do some gardening, or even clean your house. Keeping your mind and hands occupied can go a long way in helping to distract you from any hunger pangs. Lastly, practice mindfulness. This might sound a little new agey, but it's actually a very effective strategy. When you feel a hunger pang, instead of immediately reaching for food, take a moment to really tune into your body. Is it actual hunger you're feeling, or is it just habit? Often, simply acknowledging the sensation can help to lessen its intensity. Keep in mind that these strategies aren't just useful during a fasting period. They can also be used anytime you're trying to curb unnecessary snacking or emotional eating. So, the next time you're in the midst of a fast and those hunger pangs start to hit, remember these strategies. And above all, remember this: hunger pangs are temporary and will pass. So, what role do sugar levels play in all of this? Well, they play a significant part. The process of fasting has a direct and profound impact on your body's blood sugar levels. Let's break it down a bit. When we eat, our body converts carbohydrates from the food into glucose, which is our main source of energy. The hormone insulin helps move this glucose from our bloodstream into our cells. However, when we're fasting, we're not providing our body with this constant supply of food and thus glucose. Initially, this leads to a drop in our blood sugar levels. But don't be alarmed. This is a normal part of the fasting process and is entirely expected. Our body, being the adaptive system that it is, doesn't just give up when the glucose runs out. It finds another source of energy. Once your blood sugar levels drop, your body begins to break down stored fat into molecules called ketones. Ketones are an alternative source of energy for your body, and this process is known as ketosis. As your body enters ketosis, your blood sugar levels stabilize, despite the lack of food intake. This stabilization of sugar levels is particularly beneficial for those who often experience high blood sugar or those who have been diagnosed with diabetes. High blood sugar levels over prolonged periods can lead to serious health complications. Fasting gives the body a chance to reset, to bring those sugar levels down to a more manageable level, and to improve insulin sensitivity. In fact, studies have shown that intermittent fasting can be just as effective in controlling blood sugar levels as traditional diabetes medication. However, it's crucial to remember that any changes to diet, especially for those with medical conditions, should be done under the guidance of a healthcare professional. So, as you can see, fasting is not just about enduring hunger pangs or losing weight. It's about taking control of your body, understanding how it works, and making it work for you. Balancing your sugar levels is another fantastic benefit of fasting. So, we've learned quite a bit about fasting today, haven't we? Indeed, we embarked on a journey to unravel the science behind fasting and discovered that it's not just a weight loss fad, but an ancient practice rooted deeply in our biological makeup. We learned that our body's survival instincts kick in during a fast, shifting our energy source from glucose to ketones, a cleaner and more efficient fuel. This process, known as ketosis, has been linked to numerous health benefits like improved brain function, increased longevity, and even protection against certain diseases. We then dived into the effects of fasting on our bodies and found that it's not just our energy source that changes. Our bodies also undergo a process called autophagy, a cellular cleanup that removes damaged cells and proteins, promoting overall health and wellness. Of course, this journey wouldn't be complete without discussing the elephant in the room: hunger pangs. We learned that these uncomfortable sensations are our body's natural response to not eating. But we also discovered that they are temporary and can be managed effectively by staying hydrated, distracting ourselves with activities, and understanding that it's a part of the process. Next, we turned our attention to blood sugar levels, exploring how fasting affects them. We found that although there might be initial fluctuations, over time, fasting can actually help stabilize blood sugar levels, making it a potential tool for managing diabetes and other related conditions. And so, as we wrap up our exploration, it's clear that fasting is more than just a dietary practice. It's a powerful tool that can fundamentally transform our health. But, as we've emphasized throughout, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's important to listen to your body and consult with a healthcare professional before embarking on a fasting journey. Remember, fasting is a powerful tool for health, but it's not for everyone. Always consult with a healthcare professional before starting a new health regimen.